Hey guys, Cass here. I wanted to talk to you guys about my web-based interview. So earlier today, if you watched my video, you saw I did put in my application, and that was probably at about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm not quite positive which day I got, or what time I got my email about I got my email for the web-based interview at 3:24, and I didn't get my thank you for applying till about 2:20. So it was quite a while after. So don't worry if it takes a little while for the email to get to your inbox. It did take mine quite a while. It took mine, I think, about 3 or 4 hours. So that being said, I woke up later tonight. Earlier tonight. I woke up at about 5 o'clock because I fell asleep. I took a really long nap. I had dinner and then I had checked my email and I started screaming because I was like, yes, my web-based interview. I wasn't necessarily screaming, but I was like, that's kind of cool, my web-based interview. I'm actually getting one. I was really worried I wasn't going to get an email. I don't know, because it just seemed like it was taking a long time. Most people said they got their web-based interview email right after they applied. So like I said, I got the email. First thing I did is I was like, okay, I can do this. And then I kind of put on some music, made sure I didn't have to go to the bathroom or anything, made sure I had my water with me, I had the food I was going to be munching on with me, and I started my web-based interview. And just a few tips and tricks for web-based interviews. Don't stress it. Yes, it is an interview. Yes, it is a web-based interview, meaning, the computer is pretty much judging you. But, it's not super difficult. As far as, the actual questions, they ask you a lot of things about, your work habits. Are you on time? Are you late? Some of the questions will say, most of them are, you have 4 options, and it goes from five options. Strongly agree, neutral, disagree, strongly disagree. I personally put most of mine at the strong ends, but there were a couple that I did do neutral and, on the inside too. But Disney kind of wants to know that you're strong in your convictions. And you also had to look out for questions that, you'll get a question that says, I'm always late. And then you'll also get a question later on that says, I'm always on time. So you want to be consistent with your answers. Make sure you're paying attention. Don't stress out over it, but at the same time, don't take it lightly. This is still an interview. I know this is probably not helping. I did put on some music in the background. I was listening to my Disney Weddings instrumental CD or album, because I don't have the CD. I just have a few of the songs on my iTunes. But, I listened to, like I said, classical Disney music because it kind of calmed me down. It's some of my favorite music. And it didn't have any words. I was going to listen to One Direction, but I didn't want to sit there and mess up, hear the words and then not read things correctly, because I do that sometimes. But, so yeah, I turned on a little bit of music, and I just kind of relaxed. You do have a time limit for the questions. There's a certain section that's 50 seconds long per question, and then there's the next section, I do believe, is 20 seconds per question, and if you don't answer within that 20 seconds, it will go to the next question. I answered all the questions on time, so I'm not sure how that would affect you not answering a question. I'm not sure how that affects you. I did pass my web-based interview. For those of you who are wondering, I scheduled my phone interview, and my phone interview is next Thursday, at 12:30 in the afternoon. My time. It's 3:30 in the afternoon their time. So that's what's going on over on my end. I'm really nervous because I have a difficult time talking to people on the phone. Phone is not my big suit. I do have a really bad time talking to people on the phone, and I'm hoping my speech skills will come in handy for this because it is an interview, and I've done interviews before. They didn't turn out so well, but hopefully this one will be different. But yeah, that's just kind of how my web-based interview went, and just a couple tricks or tips that I have for you guys. Answer strongly. Be strong with your convictions. Be consistent. Don't stress out. Listen to something nice in the background. Don't do it somewhere where nobody else is, because you don't want to second guess yourself. That leads to complications. I did it in my room. I sat on my bed and did it. Do it somewhere comfortable. Don't sit at your desk and do it. I mean, if your desk is comfortable, maybe. But I sat on my bed, and I had it up against my computer, up on my pillow when I sat there. And I was actually laying down for most of it, because, yeah, that was just comfortable for me. Be comfortable. Don't stress out too much. Go with the flow. It's not super difficult. There are people who don't get in, and, it's not the end of the world if you don't get in. You can apply again next year, or next semester if you're not a senior, that is. But, don't stress it. Have fun with it. Yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say on the matter. I hope you guys are having a great day. I know I'm having a great day. It's been a pretty, crazy day. I did a speech this morning, and I think I rocked it for my public speaking class. Yeah, I did a speech for my public speaking class. That was an out-of-order sentence. And then I ended up coming home, and, I stopped by somewhere, and I ended up meeting somebody kind of cool, and we talked about movies for a good 15 minutes. Not anybody romantically, just, someone to talk to about movies, which is really kind of cool. And then I came home, and I got home before it started pouring rain, which is good because I didn't have an umbrella. And I walked, so yeah. And that started hailing. And I did my application, slept, and did my web-based interview, and I obviously passed. So it's been a pretty good day, and like I said, I hope you guys are having a good day, and I'm sorry for rambling on about my day, but I'm in a good mood, so I will talk to you all later, and yeah, bye guys!